Now that we're all done with all those stupid errands, we're ready to finally get started proper with Chapter 3, so let's head down to the door real quick. Because we still need to do that. This is probably my favorite chapter in the game, just for how little backtracking in it there is. It's mostly just fights. Speaking of which, if you have Chill Out equipped, you may want to take that off. You're not going to be using that at all. For like the entire chapter. So I'm going to take that off in just a sec here. Yeah, don't need to have that on anymore. And then I suppose for right now we can just put on Charge. It's harmless filler. Now, to make up for all the non-backtracking in this chapter, they throw a crap ton of it at you in the next chapter. You'll see what I mean when we get there. I'm telling you right now, it's obnoxious. It's a lot of people's least favorite chapter. And also for a lot of people, this tends to be their favorite chapter. And back to Frankly. If you look really closely above Frankly's house, you may have noticed the golden box. There's a giant spread up there. We won't be able to get it for a little bit. Alright, so now that that's done, let's go to the west side. You're actually required to do this. Now, if you want to waste money like an idiot, you can pay an NPC that'll give you a tip about how to proceed with the game proper. I already know how to do it, so we're not going to even bother talking to that NPC. Oh, and there's actually something else I wanted to show off. I completely forgot to do it. My fault, this will only take a moment or so. So, something you can actually do with the Trouble Center. Not a whole lot of people are aware of this. You come back here, whip out Flurry. You can actually reveal Door to see who runs it. I think that's kind of neat. I did say it would be a 100% playthrough, so I want to show absolutely everything else if I can. Minus demonstrating all the badges. I am not doing that. Sorry. They more or less tell you what they do anyways. Scratch that. They tell you exactly what they do. Anyway, first thing you want to do, you need to buy a dried shroom, and then a dizzy dial. It has to be in that order. Always answer with yellow. Now, if you don't get it right the first time, don't worry about it. They pretty much give that one to you for free. You could say whichever color, and you'll still be able to answer correctly. But yeah, make sure on the second go around you do say yellow. And I'm going to go ahead and sell this back. And, you know what, no, we'll actually go ahead and just store for right now. We got plenty of room anyway. In fact, I'm going to save that to make a very specific recipe later on. And we're actually going to be getting a couple of things that'll help us do exactly just that as soon as we get to the next town here. Of course, I won't be able to mix anything for quite some time. So what Zesty can do for you, when it really opens up the rest of the recipes in the game for you, is midway through Chapter 4, you can get this book that's required for a Trouble Center request. And it's the one for Zesty. You give that book to her, and then she'll be able to make stuff for you. She'll give you one of the recipes that you still have to make yourself for it to count. Your reward is said recipe from her, which, once more, does not count for the journal itself, which I find dumb. And, well, the item itself. Just that and the recipe for it. I really feel like they should have given that one to you, but who knows, maybe they'll do that for the remake. So anyway, just come talk to Frankie and Francesca. Alright, now we can go back to Don Pianta. This is about as bad as the backtracking gets for Chapter 3. This is pretty much it. We'll have to do some in Chapter 3, but it's really not a whole lot. And I may be doing that, you know, during, like, the middle of the chapter, just to get some power-ups. Because we are going to get some Shine Sprites and Star Pieces while we're up there. And if I'm lucky and have enough currency saved up by then, I can get a very special badge from Chet Rippo. Sorry, not Chet Rippo. Charlatan. Chet Rippo was another NPC down below Rogueport you could abuse to make what's known as Invincible Danger Mario. I'll explain that much later on. But to abridge it, Invincible Danger Mario, you know, is essentially, used to let you cheese the hell out of the entire pit of 100 trials. That you do obnoxious things like one-shot every encounter you run into. Though it requires a lot of money, a lot of grinding, a lot of badges, and a lot of patience. And while we're here, I'm making a free mushroom. And that's another one we can store later on in case we need it, or for the recipe journal. Let's go ahead and save. Oh, I thought I collected the ticket. Oops. Oversight on my part. Give me that ticket. Thank you. How did I forget that? Let's see who's that from. Cooply. That's nice. Moving on. Make sure you check behind this pipe. That's a very easy to miss star piece. One thing I already appreciate right off the bat for the remake that was shown off in the trailer. So for the remake, during this scene, you only really get to see Mario. But what's really cool about the remake is it's going to show Mario and all of his partners up to that point. Makes me wonder if they'll do that at all for the train that you could travel on in Chapter 6. We'll have to see. I doubt they'll do that, though. I can't wait to see this in the remake, though. It's going to look gorgeous. Anytime I 100% this game, too, this is where I retire at. I love this place. And right off the bat, there are a few things we can grab while we're here. So we're going to do that really quick. Look very closely off to the right. This is very easy to miss. There's an end coupon right there. Come here and use your spin jump. Star piece there. Come over by the phone booth. Behind it. Get a star piece over there. Next, we're going to grab that end coupon. Go inside the juice shop. Go behind the counter for another star piece. Hop on up here and get Coops ready. You're going to need him. The remake makes this sequence look a lot better, because they actually have this bit in the trailer. Okay, I thought so. Nothing over behind that crate. Open this, you get a free Power Plus P. Use Coops here. And that's all we can really do right now while we're outside. Let me just double check. Let's see, I grabbed that one. About to grab that one. I just got that. And yeah, okay. Now, it might look like we can't get this, But like I was getting at early on in the playthrough, if you know what you're doing with the invisible blocks, you can get those shine sprites right away. Got one more flip panel right up here. And that's actually all we can get for right now. For shine sprites or star pieces. Let's talk to this gentleman. After that, you can go up to the balcony or in that entrance down below. Need to trigger this cutscene. Fun fact about Rockhawk over on the right, in other regions, he's known as Hawk Hogan. Guess who he's based on? If you're guessing Randy Savage, you are wrong, and you're a moron. It's Hulk Hogan. It really doesn't matter what you say, we have no choice. I thought there was a save block in here, I guess not. Alright, let's go inside. Now, before we talk to Grubba at all, we're gonna go get a free badge. I should have taken the other entrance. Oops. But anyway, hop up here, into the crate, and get a last stand. Alright, come back next part, and we'll pay a visit to Grubba and become a fighter.